Very good morning to you. Welcome back. You're now on the Entrepreneur Spotlight on the Weekend Show. Physical fitness is a state of health and well-being and the ability to perform aspects of sports, occupations, and daily activities. Physical fitness is generally achieved through proper nutrition, physical exercise, and sufficient rest. Before the Industrial Revolution, fitness was defined as the capacity to carry out the day's activities without undue fatigue. However, with automation and changes in lifestyles, physical fitness is now considered a measure of the body's ability to function efficiently and effectively in work, leisure, and emergency activities. And with us on the spotlight today to discuss more about health and fitness, we have a fitness entrepreneur, Chimelu Lim of Limo Dennis Fitness. Good morning, welcome to the Weekend Show.
Good morning, Tenda.
Thank you so much. I must say you're looking lovely. I didn't tell you that before we started.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Weekend Show.
Thank you.
So can you tell us more about the Limo Dennis Fitness? What is it all about? What inspired it?
Okay, so actually Limo Dennis comes from my last name and Dennis is my father's name. And I actually did pick up that passion when I did lose my grandma. May her soul rest in peace. I lost her in as far back as 2014. And I thought to myself, I said, okay, she died of breast cancer. She was really young. And what would I do to actually, improve my health? And just, I had the resources around me. So I was very, I would say it was more like a light bulb in my head. It just kind of turned on and I told myself, I have to do better. So I started doing more research, and before I knew it, I was working out every day. So I started with more cardiovascular exercises, and then I started to understand the dynamic on how you could actually balance what you ate as well as your physical activity to give you the best result that you would want for yourself. So that's really, my inspiration, I would say. And then even as far back as growing up, my mom is a very healthy woman. We don't eat salt in my house. We don't eat spices. We drink lots of water. And we spend our time knowing how to, I would say, cook healthier. So that I know for sure.
Wow, brilliant. Okay, I know a lot of health practitioners, doctors, and all the rest emphasize on physical fitness, physical activities, and all the rest. And I know it's very important to have a healthy lifestyle, not just with your exercise, but with your food and your nutrition as well. But can you just re-emphasize and tell us why we need to practice physical fitness activities?
If you actually check from research now, I think the average lifespan of a Nigerian now is about 55 years, which is very poor. So it means that they're not even expecting that we can live longer than 55 years, and I think that's very sad. So what does it go back to? I think that you cannot emphasize it enough. So this year, I took the conscious decision to cut alcohol from my diet. I think that most times people do not understand that everything is a diet. So whatever you consume, whether it's how much time you spend on social media, the kind of environment that you have yourself in, so the kind of food that you eat, and most times, people have the excuse of, they're working a 9 to 5, so they have to sit down all day, and there's little or no activity in their, in their movement. I think that you should always try to plan yourself ahead of time. That's what helps me. So I typically try to incorporate at least 30 minutes to 1 hour. I think you should look for something that's a bit more reasonable. So you can start with skipping every day. You can start with, drinking a lot of water, as well as controlling your portion. Most times you want to say, the saying that says,
while
last,
they try to pass that
you
bill,
can't
which
kill
has
yourself.
still
Something must kill a man.
Yeah.
Yes. So you want to eat, and then you're telling yourself that something must kill. No. That is not good for you. You always want to make sure that you're thinking of yourself not just for now, but for later. So you want to grow older, and you want to feel just as as you felt when you were younger. Just as healthy and strong.
So yes. And the president-elect has left the country.
So you mentioned
to rest.
people that work 9 to 5,
This is something he has been
and
planning
people that,
for a while.
whose jobs
Why
don't
can't they rest
require
in
a lot
Nigeria?
of movement.
Why can't they get medical treatment in Nigeria?
So,
but you want our
my next
doctors who are
question.
constantly on strike
What is
because they're
your
not being
advice
paid
for
well
such people
to stay
whose
in Nigeria when other
lifestyle
countries want their services?
don't allow
I think
for time
hypocrisy,
to actually maybe go to the
and so we
gym
can't
or
do
engage
that.
on
So if you want doctors
any
to stay, pay them well.
serious
Pay them what you pay the
physical
National
fitness
Assembly
exercise,
members.
or maybe they're
After
just
all, they're
feeling
saving lives.
too lazy,
Or ensure that
or
National
maybe
Assembly
they have an
can't go
injury
abroad
or a
for
condition or
holidays
whatever, but
for
maybe
medical
due to
treatment.
one reason or the other,
Now,
they
talking
can't
about the
really
show today,
go into
the
strenuous
Nigerian mental
physical
health
activity.
bill
So
has
what's
been
your
signed
advice for
into
them?
I mean, I think the only condition is if you're laying down in bed and you cannot put food into your mouth.
The
So I think
biggest word in Nigeria
if it's
right
important
now
to you, then you
bigotry.
create time for
And
it.
so
It's a
you hear everybody
lifestyle. That's the
talking
honest
about
truth. So
tribalism and
being
bigotry
healthy is almost
on
like you
social media
live
and
and
everywhere in
breathe,
recent
health.
times.
So
However,
it's almost,
how
they
has this
say your body is a
how has
temple.
the
So
elections
however,
affected
whatever
our
you put
mental
into
health?
it is how you're
We're talking
building
about
that.
that
So
on
if
our
I work
lifestyle
in 9 to
segment.
5, I'm an investment
politics.
banker and as
Do
well as,
you
a
know
fitness entrepreneur. So I have a
that
gym as
25
well.
million
And
Nigerians are
the first
living
thing
in
I do
hunger,
is
which
I
means
already
about
have
1
2
in
big
8
bottles of water
Nigerian
by my
is
table. So
hungry.
I make
We'll
sure
be
that
talking
that is
about
my
conflict
own
and
way
how,
of saying, okay, you know what,
it also
at the end
affects
of the day,
nutrition and
I'm
hunger
making sure
in
that I have
Nigeria.
consumed
We'll
this
also be
amount of
talking about
water.
post-conflict
Okay, what am I
society
going to
in
eat,
Nigeria.
for
Before
that day as
all
well?
of
And now,
that, my
if
favorite
you
part of
also
the
feel
day
like
is breakfast. And we
your
have with us in the
activity is not
studio
as
Chef
frequent.
Comfort.
What we
Now,
do
Chef
in my
Comfort,
office actually
you walked
is we
in
try to
and the whole place was
calculate
smelling so
the
nice. I
amount
had to ask you, what
of
are you making for
movement or
breakfast? So
steps.
tell
So it's like a
our audience,
competition.
what
So you
are
can
we
actually
having for
set that
breakfast?
amongst you can make it a fun thing. Whereas you guys can even put money on the table
This
to say,
morning we
okay,
are
you know what,
making
the person that
Arabian
has the most steps will
Arabian
get,
rice.
this amount. So that it
Arabian
actually
rice.
motivates
Okay, how long
everyone
does
to
it
be,
take to make
up
that?
and doing.
10
So there's
minutes.
always time for everything. I mean, you can't
what
sit down,
stands out between Arabian rice versus
and
jollof
just say
rice?
that you
What's
can't
the
move.
extra?
So you have to actually try and
extra,
create that,
first of all, is
lifestyle for
ingredients.
yourself,
Yes.
honestly.
Yes,
That's what I'd
the
say.
ingredients
In
and then the
addition to
spices.
that,
The spices
personally
is also
myself,
very,
because
very
sometimes
good
I
for
try
the
to
health.
work out
Like
as much as at
we
least
have
4 times in a
cardamom, we
week.
have
But sometimes when I
cinnamon
see
and
that I'm lagging
see
behind,
I
I
see
try
Ken
to
that's
take
smiling
walks
over
in the
there because she
evening.
can't wait to try
Sometimes when
this
I'm
and
going
walk through
home,
the
I
meal with
stop
you.
like a
So,
little bit, a little
when it's
distance
time for our
before my
breakfast
house,
segment,
and then I
we'll
walk the
definitely
rest of
be
the
hearing
distance.
from you and
So that's
Tenda.
just part
And I'll
of
be
keeping yourself
waiting to
physical,
try it.
And
physically fit.
Also, I
it's
just
kind
want
of
to
very
say
good
happy
that you
birthday
sort of
in
noticed
advance
that
to
this is
Tenda,
something you
whose
can
birthday
do as an
is
addition
tomorrow.
to actually
So
helping you.
definitely we will have
I
something
actually
to eat. I don't
gained
know
a
what it is
little
about
over
Nigeria.
10
Everything we eat.
kg
Funerals
over
we eat,
Christmas
birthdays we
breaking.
eat,
I was
Easter
very
we
excited,
eat.
so I
And
ate a
happy
lot.
Easter to our
And
Christian
when I realized that even
brothers.
with work, I
Don't go
couldn't
away,
get in
we'll
as
be
much
back
physical
shortly after this
activity.
break.
What did I do? I focused on my food. And with food alone, which consists of 80% of your fitness journey, if you can even just attack it from the aspect of food, then you're already hitting it a long way. And now physical activity is just an added advantage for you to say, okay, you know what, you're keeping your heart racing. So what do? I mean, we have so many fitness I would say experts or fitness trainers that you can always look at, you can always ask questions to sort of see what works for you. Some people have knee issues, and when they look at it, it means that they're overweight, but they do not know that. So you have to actually try your best to be as agile as possible.
So does a balanced diet, does balanced nutrition substitute for physical activities?
I would say it substitutes. It's just like it goes hand in hand. They're like
said yes.
So it's like they're like husband and wife. It's just that the most important thing is you don't want to eat. You don't want to consume a lot of oil in your food or a lot of salt in your food, and it's almost like you're walking up the stairs and then you're out of breath. So I'm asking you, so what's the point of even trying to be physical if the main thing that gives you the fuel to be energized is not even, playing the part that it's supposed to? So if you ask me, food is key. Make sure to eat your greens, make sure to drink a lot of water, because that already will cut out so many of the calories that you're so afraid of, because I think now every Nigerian wants the fast cut. So everybody is looking for the slim teas and the body shapers. I don't think that there's any fast way to it, because it's something you have to maintain for life. So yeah.
So for maximum efficiency and the best results, we need to combine proper diet with the exercise.
You have to.
Amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
Thank
these
you.
words that came from you this morning. I'll be sure to put them into practice. I'm sure the viewers at home will also put them into practice. Put them into practice. You need physical exercise. Thank you so much for coming on the weekend show.
Thank
we
you.
Hope to see you on subsequent episodes.
Yes, for
But
sure.
there you have it, people. Ogachukwu Erilim of Limo Dennis Fitness. You can follow on social media on Instagram at Limo Dennis Fitness _.
So it's Limo Dennis _, and we also have our gym in Maitama, 13 Mississippi Street. So yeah.
Amazing. So be sure to check out on social media and also visit the gym. You will need it. Well, it's a wrap on the Entrepreneur Spotlight on the weekend show, but don't go anywhere. We have our chef on standby with the Arabian rice. I can't wait to try that. So we'll take a short break and we'll be right back with our chef on the weekend show. Stay tuned.